right, welcome in my Divine Masculines. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck to do your reading. All right, let's see what comes out. Jazz is still trying to get her voice back. Okay. Let's get right into it. Right out the bat, Five of Swords. This whole Venus and Aquarius transit. Okay. Oh, boy. You might feel right now that you kind of are being challenged to remain grounded at this time. All right. You've got the Hermit in the near future, and your challenge as the Hierophant right now. The Hierophant would be like that of a commitment, marriage, all right, tradition. So at the present moment, someone's in the energy of the Six of Wands. Is this you? You could be embarrassed over something that was put into the public eye. Something that you wish would help. Something that you wish was held back on when it pertains to like the exposure of your family dynamic. Tell me this Hermit in the near future. Your love life slows down. You would think Mercury's direct and I could talk, and I can't. Okay. Your love life slows down dramatically. All right. With the Hermit being here, you're more so in isolation. If there's someone that you know is in the public eye, you may be embarrassed of something being exposed pertaining to your family dynamic. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Okay. So in the past, things were actually going pretty good. Picking up when it comes to that of moving successfully forward. All right, with stability in your life. Why is this Five of Swords coming out this way? Betrayal from the family dynamic. Is that you? So it could be like someone being sabotaged here. All right. By the family for something that they do for work. Tell me why the Hierophant is in your challenge. Welcome in. All right. The Hierophant, again, tradition, commitment, marriage. The Sun. Maybe you're having like not a hard time trying to find your soulmate, but maybe you find it challenging to be connected to who you love. All right, being that there is conflict surrounding this by the family, like being sabotaged here by family and friends. So your love life slows down in the near future. Okay. Tell me about this Page of Pentacle as your goal. Let's take a look. You're going to go through like some sort of transformative energy here. Like a death and a rebirth. I find this interesting because it looks like you should be collaborating in order to go through this transformation. Looks like instead you grieve in order to tap into something new. You kind of like hold your boundaries up. You push away this energy. Okay. Yeah, it looks like your person in the near future just kind of like separates from you, and your love life slows down because of some sort of offer that's coming in here. There's something about you not used to being in the spotlight. It's like, again, I was getting stressed and like fearing that your business is going to be exposed somehow, some way. Two of Swords, Page of Cups, Judgment. This is part of your ascension. I feel like it's a learning experience for you to be able to face your fears. And if you're meant to move forward independently, it's like you kind of have to take the blindfold off and accept what is. Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, walk away, heal. All right, Ten of Pentacles, focus on the family. The Devil. You could be attached to this person because you love them, but there's a need to walk away for the time being. I truly believe you're going through like a transformation. Okay? I can't. I truly believe you're going through like a transformation here. Okay? And where it's going to affect your relationship. You'll have to like emotionally withdraw, go into like this healing state, but you still are heavily attached to someone that you love. Give me one more on that. Ten of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Okay. I went to go put it on the table and just dropped right out my hand. It could be like the person that you're waiting on has a boundary up. That's what it feels like. But for some reason, I'm not sure if you still try to invest. All right, you still try to manifest this into form. Because it looks like you've been like waiting. Strength and waiting. It's because your heart space is being called to do so. I mean, I want to say, yeah, you're going to have this brand new beginning and all this, but no. Your happiness and your soulmate is connected to your challenge, which is your marriage. Whatever you're committed or who you're committed to. And if that person or you, because of a family sabotaging ways or whatever this is, has separated you guys, then it looks like once you go into hermit mode, your love life just slows down. And you're afraid of this being put out, like all your business being put out into the public eye, something like that. And I feel like your goal is to try to fix it, but instead you go through like this grieving, transformational point here, where it's like things shift for you. I'm also getting this message of you possibly chasing after things that are like all that glitters is not gold type of energy. Something like that. Interesting. Tell me more about this Sun and the Two of Cups. Welcome in, you guys. Nicole, you say you have my same shirt. Page of Swords. I like it. I kind of feel like you have eyes on those that are being deceptive, those that are trying to bring endings to your connections, those that have been trying to cause you drama when it comes to it being like a wish fulfillment with this Aquarius. Something about your wish fulfillment here and where you choose to express your love. If you want passion, that's exactly what you're going for. Heavy fire energy here. And if your emotions are saying that you want happiness right now, then that's exactly what you're going to stay focused on. Because that's where your heart space is calling you towards. And maybe it's that you and your partner are exactly the same. You might be separated from your person overall, but you still love this person. You still yearn for that person. That's what it feels like. I feel like the attraction will always be there. The love will always be there. Things will pick back up when it's meant to. Okay? Feels like that of a sudden change. And where by you being separated from your person and having to slow things down when it comes to your love life so that you can focus on your transformation, it then, you know, when it's time for you to come back with your person, then you will appreciate it that much more. That's what it feels like. All right. I might have to take a day off from speaking, you guys, because my voice is gone. Like, completely gone. For my masculines, what can I pull for you guys? Let's do Astro as well. I did Astro for my Divine Feminine reading, but I'll do it from this deck. Let's see what comes out for you guys. Okay. Let's see. All right, so my Divine Masculines, let's see. The Medium Coley, you could be all about your work right now. Your reputation could be the most significant for you, the direction that you're going here with your career especially. Let's see. By the way, it gives this heavy energy on like masculine energy, right? 10th house is all about the masculine energy. 6th house, you're all about work. It's the first time I've heard sirens today, so that could be significant for your reading. All right. So because you're all about work, you're heavily focused all about self as well. With Aries energy here, with the 1st house. Again, I feel like you're going to go through this specific like transformation in your energy. Neptune. You could be choosing to escape right now, like going into hermit mode. And that's what I saw for you in the near future. In the near future. That's way too much. Hold on. Ouch. Vesta just wanted to be seen. The Astro to spirituality. So something dynamic picking up for you here. Seeing fire energy. So typically where you need to start taking action, being more enthusiastic, radiant in your energy when it comes to not escaping. All right. Maybe this energy of your work, your reputation, the direction in your life seems to be most significant for you right now, and why you're so heavily focused on work and yourself. But you also have to allow your imagination to get creative so that you can be enthusiastic in other different areas in your life besides work and self. All right. So Neptune wants you to be more compassionate, loving, caring towards others. the fire energy wants you to be more, again, dynamic. Have like this spark within your energy. Let's see. Saturn. There may be like boundaries that you have up at this time, and where you're trying to like overcome obstacles and be more disciplined in your energy. Maybe again, you feel like it's your duty to go focus on, you know, the direction of your career, and having like this divine masculine being significant, like the energy of the divine masculine being significant. All right, so you have like this fearless energy because of the North Node in Aries. All right, typically heavy masculine energy. I feel like you feel like your destiny or your purpose has been activated in a way. Yeah. So that you can remain resilient to continue to achieve your goals with Capricorn's energy here. So I got Saturn, Capricorn, and the Midheaven, which is the medium Koli, the 10th house. All right. So again, your career, yourself, your public image, your reputation, your destiny, your purpose, how you're meant to be fearless and dynamic, and how you choose to escape from everything else but that is your energy right now. You're like busting through obstacles. Remaining very disciplined here. Uranus. You have this like eccentric energy. All right. And where through chaos you thrive. Okay. It's almost like you're the energy that we've needed for like a major change. Uranus at this time, it's in Taurus. It would be more so a feminine energy. All right. So you're taking the other side of that and utilizing all of this masculine energy to uplift. Okay. That what needs change. So you separating from your partner is going to be significant. All right. Whoever balances out your yin, because you're in so much yang. You see what I'm saying? Gaia's here. So Uranus is in an earth sign. All right. And where changes are meant to take place here. I was speaking about this in the feminine's energy, and how Uranus is changing the way that we make, we save, and we spend money, and also how we're meant to nurture. That's what this is. It's coming up in your reading as well. The moon is here. So you could have like heightened emotions. Your instincts are heightened. Subconsciously, you could be tapping into like heavy dream state, even with Neptune being here. Waning gibbous moon. This is the current transit we're in, by the way. Just had the full moon in Gemini, so we're going to be waning down out of this gibbous moon energy into the third quarter moon in Libra. That's going to start off the cardinal moon cycle. And for you, my divine masculine, whether you're going to be like seen as like a Mars type of energy, Libra's energy would always be your opposing, right? So those counterparts that you have, your relationships, your partnerships, those that you're contracted to, whether that be, you know, personal, romantic, in your family, and work. Heavy work energy here as well. Okay. So show gratitude, all right, now for what you were able to harvest in with this waning gibbous moon, as you choose to release what no longer serves, coming out of this Gemini full moon cycle. Okay. Pluto's here, all right, which typically is a very transformational energy. And this is what you could be going through. Pluto for me is a very masculine energy. It does rule over Scorpio's energy, which is that of a water sign. But I feel that Pluto is, how do I explain this? It's like represents those that are going through a death in their life and having to have like a rebirth. Okay. This is like you building up a brand new you. And remaining adaptable to what that looks like. So whatever changes, whatever you're meant to be flexible with, so that you can remain in this direction, all right, of being fearless. Again, of focusing on self and putting in hard work and overcoming obstacles. It just shows that you're disciplined in a way. The first quarter moon took place in Pisces. That's what's coming out here for me. First quarter moon. That took place right before this full moon in Gemini. Something started to gain momentum. Tapping into ways of you escaping possibly. Because Neptune is in Pisces as well. And I see this here for you. So that first quarter moon that happened in Pisces, it could have been a very intense time, all right, where you chose to escape from the world. Something was gaining momentum for you within your emotional state, possibly things that you didn't want to confront, things that you wanted to escape from. Possibly from marriage. And this is why the Hierophant was in your challenge. That's your commitments, marriage. Juno at this time is in Scorpio. So Scorpio being that of a very transformational type of energy, that's possibly what was happening here with those that you bond with. Okay? Maybe there was something that was required for you to really tap into your fears and your deep emotional feelings to see if this was something that you would be able to overcome and stick with. But it looks like you choose to just escape and focus on working yourself. It allows you to still get this like upper hand of I'm the boss, or I'm the man, or I'm powerful in my own sense. That's what it feels like. Okay? It makes you feel more radiant. Here we have the solstice, which is coming up on the 21st of the month when we step into the winter solstice. So your focus will shift. There will be like a transition that takes place here for you. Especially if it's Capricorn's energy and that's what you're focused on, is your midhaven. It's heavy on work and discipline and you being resilient. Having boundaries up with no longer serves you. It's like a shift. Okay? Interesting. Because I've seen Vesta when I shuffled the deck, but it's coming out again. So you feel that there's a lot that you have to sacrifice and devote yourself to, because that gives you that inner radiant fire spark that you have. Maybe it is spirituality. Maybe you feel like you're on the right path, being such in a very dominant and fearless energy here. Okay? There's something that sparks you up from within. I don't know if it's you being a provider that gives you the sense of having power. All right, which it should be. Means you're doing your duty, right? The transit's here. So I see. Something will shift. Again, the transition will happen. So not only will we experience the winter solstice stepping into Capricorn season, where yes, you will still have to have your, disciplined energies about yourself. But the transits that are changing are going to be looking more so having to... All right, first of all, Vesta's in Libra. Libra, again, from a masculine viewpoint, this will be affecting your relationships. Okay? So there has to be some sort of movement and or change in your relationships if you feel that you're going to be the dominant one here in the relationship. Why is this of significance? Because of the cusp. Spirit's like, just say it. Because of the cusp that we're on right now, when it comes to even what you've been experienced for, let's just say for the past two Stop, Chaz. What you've been experiencing for the past 2 to 3 years with the nodes changing. We were first with the North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. That would be the opposition of Mars and Venus. And then we went to a North Node in Aries to a South Node in Libra, which then again is another opposition of Venus and Mars. Okay? This gives you the upper hand right now. But once the energy switches again, which is coming up in January, and when the transits swap over, we're going to see North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. So Virgo, being that of work and service and health, is going to be where you have karmic challenges. So you may have had all this great energy of, this is my direction, this is my purpose, this is the reputation I want to build, this is how I'm remaining disciplined, this is the amount of, resilience that I have to go after what it is that I want. But when that cusp comes in and it steps into the North Node of being that of escapism and spirituality and mysticism, you have to have this sort of balance within your masculine and feminine energies, where if your relationship and those that you bond with have that already, that yin energy that you need, you may not want to be single then. You're going to need that companionship. You're going to need those emotional feelings that are bounced off of your counterpart, should I say. So something changes here, and where you've sacrificed and devoted so much, you're possibly going to burn yourself out, okay? You can't give on both aspects. You can, but you've got to remain balanced. For me, you're going full-blown hard on focusing on self, work, career, your purpose, being dynamic, making changes in your life, trying to remain grounded, going through a transformation, releasing your emotional state. And it's like, what do you have? You're like, I can be adaptable to all of this. And maybe you can. But at some point, you will crash. All right? You need to balance yourself out with some sort of yin energy. Let's see. Moon void, of course. Disconnect, withdrawal, and reception. Again, I feel like you will burn yourself out. The moon void, of course, in my other deck, it speaks about nothing coming out of the situation. What are you doing all of this for? The moon void, of course, goes through at least 12 times a month. Okay, because we go through all 12 signs in every month through the moon cycles. These are affecting your emotional state every single time that you have to withdraw from a situation. So it either works in your favor or it doesn't. You need that balance of the emotional state to keep yourself stable and, balanced. So at times you're going to feel withdrawn. At times you're going to feel disconnected. All right. This is part of your transition. So again, you can try to do it all on your own, but you need someone there to support you. That's what it feels like. You can't take it all on yourself. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this is where your breakdown is going to happen. I can literally tell you now, the third quarter moon in Libra, because that's your counterpart. This is another intense time. It either works or it doesn't work. You either make some adjustments, you open up for forgiveness, or you break down and you lose your shit. Okay, that's what I feel this is. Wow. One more. I swear, things will get tense. There will be disharmony. You will feel like you're competing with your partner or with your person. It just feels that way. Split the deck. Solar eclipse in Chiron. Interesting. So the last solar eclipse that took place was in Libra. Here we have a third quarter moon coming up in Libra. I know this may be a distant away from where these transits actually took place, but it's the energy that comes up every single time. Solar eclipse takes about 6 months to actually go into full effect. This happened on the 2nd of October. Here we are about to be, by the end of the month, stepping into January. What is it? November, December, January. 3 months, okay? So this would be like halfway there. And where this last quarter moon that's setting off for the remaining of this month is tapping into the solar eclipse that happened in Libra. So what adjustments are you making here? All right, when it comes to relationships, to partnerships, to contracts, to your love life, to, let's just say, companionships overall. You have to be open and forgiving others so that, again, you create that balance that you need. Libra is balance. That's what we're looking at here. Now, Chiron speaks all about the pain that you hold within, those core wounds that you've been trying to heal. And why do I say Chiron's of significance? Because you have been fearless, moving forward in your purpose. North Node is in Aries, Chiron is in Aries. And this is a very dynamic type of energy that you're telling me here in this reading that you're in right now. So your purpose was to heal so that you will be fearless and remaining dynamic when it comes to pushing forward and putting in the hard work. That's what I see here. Because again, Scorpio's energy, you were going to be transforming overall. Okay? It's like you're a big part of the collective, whether you see that or not. And the squares that take place every single month with whatever transit we're going through. That tension is meant to grab your attention. It may feel competitive at a specific time frame. It may feel that it's challenging you. But it's to keep you pushing forward. All right, so that you head in the right direction. What else do I need to see here? Fourth house. This has to do with your roots, your foundation, your family. Makes sense. Again, you can't do it all alone. You need support. So as I'm doing this reading right now, my masculines, the moon is in Cancer. You could be heavily focused right now on your family or that of a mother figure, all right? Your roots, your overall, just wanting to go and chill out with family or whatever that may be. And then we've got quincunx as well. So this is you making adjustments when it comes to discord in your life. All right. Knowing when to take a step back. Can't remember what quincunx energy is happening today. 1 second. It's that of Pluto in Aquarius. Okay. So the transformative energy we were just speaking about. You might find that you're having discord with remaining in this, I'm the boss, or I'm the man, or I have this great reputation. And it's like everybody goes through a death and a rebirth. Everybody goes through transformation. And it's okay for you to want to be surrounded by your roots so that you could have a sense of comfort in your yin energy. It's not okay to always be in your masculine, if you understand what I'm saying. So you need some sort of balance there. Okay. One more. You might be making progress right now. The only planetary return that's affecting us at this time is going to be that of Neptune in Pisces and the moon being in its exaltation right now with the moon in Cancer. Those two transits. And normally that's a very heightened emotional, subconscious, heightened dreams, like your instincts being on point, that type of thing. All right. So when a planetary returns, it's at home with its normally ruling energy, okay? So you could be making progress specifically when it comes to that of your family at this time, or that of when it comes to spirituality, or if it comes in, a way of you gaining perspective on a specific situation. Okay, let's see. Aquarius is here. All right, so you could be dealing with Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius. Vesta's in Aquarius. Venus is in Aquarius. There's a lot of innovative energy, a lot of rational thinking, a lot of humanitarian duties you may be doing at this time when it comes to those that you're nurturing and or those that you're closest to in love. All right. And I've got 5th house here. So children could be of significance for you right now. Mars is in Leo in retrograde. So this could be like reviewing what you find to be your hobbies, how you're getting creative, what do you do to have fun, all right, surrounding yourself by children, how you're being self-expressive, that type of thing. All right, what's on the bottom of the deck here? Ascendant. Yeah. Maybe your first impression or the mask that you wear out to the world or how your appearance looks overall is significant for you right now because you want to make a good impression. Okay. All right, you guys. Get something else out here. I think I did Moonology for my Divine Feminine reading. We'll do the same for you. All right, but because you are on I feel my feminines are on a different pathway, having to do with uplifting their self and their confidence and, being a little bit more in the energy of self-love. For you, you're in such a masculine energy. I'm going to pull the Moonology manifestation deck for you guys and see what comes out here. What are my masculines manifesting at this time? It says speak your world into being with the first quarter moon in Gemini. So having this full moon in Gemini, it's a big deal. It's like speak your world into being. What do you want? All right. The moon is helping you work through your emotional state to speak to the universe what it is that you want in return. Let's see. First quarter moon in Leo. It's asking for you to be humble. I'm noticing first quarter moons are coming out here. Again, this is a time where the energy is gaining momentum. Your commitment is being tested here when it comes to, again, Gemini, communication. Leo could be, your hobbies, your creativity. What is your happiness overall? How do you bring love and joy and contentment into your life? We just saw a sextile as well with the moon and Gemini over to Mars and Leo. I'm also seeing that energy. So something harmoniously working in your favor, actually. I'm seeing Gemini, Leo, Gemini. Wow. One second. I just want to look into something. Okay. It's saying speak your world into being, be humble, and think it through. Okay. So if you're in the spotlight for some reason, obviously right now, if you're very dynamic and you've been very humble, okay, then the universe wants you to speak what you want into being and think it through before it actually manifests. All right, and we've got new moon in Sag, which is the new moon of the month of December. All right, so you possibly are heavily focused right now on the positive, which is amazing. Okay, let's see what else. Scorpio's energy here with releasing your blocks. So this is emotionally, all right? Interesting. First quarter moon, first quarter moon, first quarter moon, new moon, new moon. So these are things that you're like laying your foundation out on. And then when your commitment is being tested, it's almost like, are you humble? Did you release your blockages in your emotional state? Did you speak into, the universe, what it is that you want and what you desire? Have you been heavily focused just on the positive? Were you thinking and planning your ideas through? It's almost like, did you make a plan? Then I'm seeing the full moon in Virgo. You got heavy mutable energy here. And again, mutable energy came out for you. So remaining flexible, adaptable, versatile with the changes that are happening in your life and where you may have felt uncomfortable having to transform Scorpio energy in your emotional state, as well as become a little bit more action oriented when it comes to you being humble and going after and doing things that make you happy. Leo's energy, being that Mars is in Leo right now. It's like releasing that of pride and ego and moving forward, releasing the blockages in your emotional state so that you can be focused on the positive. All right. Gemini, Virgo, Sag here. Pisces isn't here. Last quarter moon and Gemini on the bottom of the deck. Heavy Gemini here. All right. So you could have a Gemini in your life. All right. That's of significance to you. And then we have, take a breather, with the last quarter moon in Cancer, in which the moon is in Cancer now. Okay. So, yeah. I feel like your emotions are telling you to communicate out what it is that you desire. And make it well known. All right. So when you set your intention with that, you kind of know what to expect when you get, what you want in return. And if you're not receiving that, that's when you have to start releasing. Okie doke. I think I'm going to leave the reading there. I love you guys. Catch you on